I always feel like somebody's watching me. Can't have no privacy. Oh, oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Can't have no privacy. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, Janae. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Can't have no privacy. Oh, oh. Hey, everybody. Make sure you guys hit the like coming in, please. Hey, positive. Let's get it in, sis. Oh, oh. Hey, everybody. Make sure you guys hit the like coming in. Hey, lovin'. Oh. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Happy Hump Day. Hey, B. Kirk. Y'all, I'm sitting in the car. You may want to know why. Because I just pulled up at the house and I felt like talking. I ain't feel like going in the house. So I hope you guys don't mind the half night, half day, because I got a little interior light going on. But I have to speak where I feel comfortable. Right now, I don't feel like getting out the car. Oh, Janae said, let's get it popping. Hey, everyone. Make sure you guys hit the like button. It's 100 people watching, 37 likes. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey to all my mods. How y'all doing? Thanks for joining me today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Y'all, we going to get right on into this reaction. Hey, Delightful. I got to sit in the car. Okay. Hey, JG. JG said, I'm sitting in my car, too. Hey, Sammy J. Hey, Young Black. Hey, Sharon. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this little reaction. We just gonna talk, y'all. I mean, I don't really like calling it a reaction. We just discussing. I mean, you can call it what you want to call it, whatever. However, but so last night, y'all. Obviously, I was asleep. Okay, probably y'all probably was too. And I noticed Jazz went live, y'all. And you know what, y'all? For the most part, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's kind of like, do you even say anything? It's more like you just like, all right, girl. Like, you know what? For the life of me, y'all, I cannot understand how Jasmine feels like what she says and does on social media is appropriate behavior for her brand on her channel. Like, I don't get it. Sis said her mama tried to tell her, and she was like, "Mama, I'm gonna do what I want to do." Well, at least now we know Mama has spoke to her, and she grown, y'all. Ultimately, she gonna do what she gonna do. You know, I even say things to my own children when I feel like they shouldn't be doing something, or I don't think that's a good idea. So it's times they tell me, "Mama, I'm grown." I say, "Okay, well, when your grown ass get into a situation, yeah, don't your grown self be calling me, okay? Okay, since you grown." Um, Desi said, I cringe every time she wishes people get ran over by a car and die. Hey, Risa. Oh, your phone hating on you, sis. Oh, Lord. So, I mean, y'all, at this point, it's just like, I mean, I understand her being upset. So yesterday, her live was she was very irritated. We know Jasmine's always irritated, and I wish somebody would give her a mood stimulator so sis cannot be so irritated all the time. But she said CPS came to her house last night around 9 something at night, and right when she was trying to get to bed, get the kids to bed, and look, Jasmine, those people don't know what time you put your kids to bed because based off you say the people that's, calling on you from what they saying, your kids, up all night. So, but anyway, so Jasmine said she was trying to put the kids to bed and CPS came rap tapping on her door. And you know what? At this point, it is very ridiculous. She said that CPS said that they said the call was, she yelled at Amaya. She hitting her baby son in the eyeball and some other stuff. Okay. Now, this is what I want to say. At this point, Jasmine can start refusing those interviews. Yeah, you can start refusing them because those people have came to your house more than enough time, and I'm pretty sure they know that these calls are erroneous. But still, as a government agency, they have to come out and see what the allegations is about. Because the first time they don't come and something does happen, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people in trouble. Okay. You know what? It could be made up. I don't know, but since she telling it, we gonna talk about it. Okay. Now, she said that the woman, needed to take pictures of the baby monitor and whatever else the stuff she took pictures of. And again, sis said she was very irritated. And you know what? The reason why these people keeps coming to Jasmine's house, if this is the truth, the reason why they keep coming, honey, is because obviously you give these people stuff to talk about. Now, Jasmine said that she's not going to not show her children. She's going to show her children because she's a family channel. And at this point, if you want to show your children, you're right, baby. That's your channel. That's your business. But again, the only thing people what Jasmine got to understand is there's been a shift in her content, right? Because once upon a time, nobody was calling CPS on Jasmine, right? But when Jasmine started getting too comfortable with her channel, with herself, and with her audience, is when the calls started coming. All you got to do is have half of a brain. You ain't even got to have all the brain. Just have half of the brain and just realize what was going on 2 years ago when they wasn't calling to what's going on today. Now they call. Now she said that, they wanted to see I think she said a copy of her depression medication or see her depression medication. And she felt offended. She doesn't understand why she had to show those people that. Well, sis, the reason why you had to show the CPS your depression medication is because somebody told them that you're on depression medication and you decided to tell the world that you take depression medication. Now, again, we understand that Jasmine says that she does not like being fake and she want to be real. Well, when you want to be real, then this is what really is going to happen to you. Because people will take what you say and twist it and formulate it to their own benefit, right? So, Zeta, I don't know if CPS is coming to that girl house every other week, every other day, every other whatever. But I will say this. CPS, the rate, okay, CPS comes to your house based off the validity of the allegations. If the allegation is her house nasty, Yes, that's not the first call for CPS. CPS is not running to your house because somebody called CPS and said your house nasty. Now, if somebody says your house is your kids don't have any food, they outside with no clothes on, that's gonna go on top of simply saying she don't keep a clean house. I'm not saying Jasmine doesn't keep, I'm just using that as an example, right? So Jasmine said she told the CPS worker, I only did a video yesterday of a clothing haul. Well, sis, what you have to understand is if CPS calls today, yeah, they're not coming today. Because, Jasmine, you live in the state of Texas, baby. That is the biggest state in the United States. There's not even enough workers to go to every call, to investigate every call that they get, right? She said, I guess the allegations of her son's eye. Now, Jasmine explained that, she took the boy to the hospital or whatever, but she also stated that when Aiden's eye got infected, I guess that day of, they had went outside and played. And she said that maybe the dog he touched or something outside. Well, honey, then that was a clear indication that because your son's eye had those steri strips on him, then you as the mother should have took more preventive measures of covering his eye to ensure any of the debris that are outside, the particles, dust, whatever, wouldn't get in that eye. And you might not have that problem, right? So the reason why people probably speculated something about you, Jasmine, is because you always get on your camera and say how irritated you are by your children. Now, we do know that children can irritate you. Now, everybody's not having joyous occasions with their kids, especially when you going through stuff. When you as a woman going through stuff personally, the last thing you need is somebody pulling on your pants talking about I'm hungry. Especially when you frustrated and you upset by anything that's going on in your life, be it personal, financial, physical, whatever, right? But when you continuously get on your camera and complain about your children, it just make people who's listening and watching you feel a little cringeworthy. Because again, we understand kids will work your last nerve. But to constantly say that just makes people feel like, girl. Because what you got to understand is a lot of people are going off of things that has happened in our recent history. The woman in Texas who drove her kids into the water, they had the van and drove all her kids into the water, and other heinous things that's happened to children. So when you hear somebody constantly saying that, you're going to always think the worst, right? So Jasmine proceeded to also say, okay, y'all, I'm not really looking at your comments, but I'll get to them in a minute. I see y'all, my mods, if can y'all help me out with the comments and stuff like that, I'd appreciate it. So Jasmine also said she told the CPS worker that you're wasting your time because there could be other calls that you could be going to handle instead of coming over here. That's true. That's very true. But the call that they came for last night didn't say what they're accusing you of happened last night. Obviously, that happened a couple of days ago, and based off the severity of the allegations is how they put her in line to come see what's going on. But at this point, Jasmine can simply refuse those people coming in her house. Like, she can. You don't have to have those people interview you or your children. Yeah, you can refuse it. You keep taking yourself through this unnecessary BS because obviously I don't know, I'm gonna just say you like going through it. Because you can simply say, no, my kids are asleep and you're gonna have to come back in the morning, another day, or whatever. So she also said, now y'all, I'm kind of paraphrasing over Jasmine's live. I'm kind of paraphrasing because obviously I don't remember everything verbatim. I'm just trying to give y'all what I remember. So she also said she told the CPS worker, she gave her a list of all the reactors. Okay? Because Jasmine seems to feel like it's the reactors that's calling on her. You know, if sis had $1, she would bet that it's the reactors calling on her. But what I want to say to Jasmine is, while you was giving that woman list of TMR talks, reactions, and reviews, and whatever reaction channel you gave, sis, you should have pulled up your whole entire channel, them 44,000 plus people that's watching you. You sis, and gave them a list of every subscriber subscribed to your channel. Yeah, it could be anybody calling, if they're even calling, but it could be anybody calling. Come on now. You can't just, it's just like if you are at work and somebody is effing with you at work, right? And keep running to your supervisor line on you. You can kind of narrow that down to a more controlled group, because why? It's a smaller group. But as soon as you put yourself on the internet, on social media, and start pointing fingers, baby, that's all you're doing is pointing fingers, because who you pointing them to? Where's them fingers going? Because there's thousands and thousands of people watching you. It could possibly be somebody calling her that's never even commented on her channel or even subscribed. I don't know who calling. So I can say I'm not. I'm going to say that. But I don't know who's calling, if anyone is calling. But I do know TMR is not, because I don't have no need to. Because at the end of the day, whatever she got going over there, I mean, hopefully she'll get it together soon. But I can stop watching Jasmine tomorrow, and whatever she got going on over there in her channel and in her life really is it's no relevance to me. So, another thing, you guys, it's just like, how do you say you give them a list of reactors like that? I'm like, Jasmine, come on now, girl. I'm gonna need you to grow up a little bit. If anything, you should accept the fact that you are a social media influencer and you have a platform of almost 50,000 subscribers, and it could be any hating ass woman or man calling. Hell, for you all you know, it could be somebody in Philip's family that just really don't like you. Hell, it could be one of his baby mamas that really ain't feeling. Wait, sis, your suspect list is so damn long. It's ridiculous. It's so long to the point I wouldn't even be trying to narrow it down, because you would never, unless the person come knock on your door and say, my Jazzy life, it's me calling. What you getting ready to do about it? Unless that's going to happen, since you'll never be able to narrow it down, because you just don't know. So anyway, we have, a lot of us has said, not just people who react, but people in her comments, people in her chat group. We have said to that girl many times, Jasmine, sis, you got to figure out a way to ignore it. Because when you're irritated, that does what? It has you irritated with your children, right? And no, nobody wants to be blamed for something that they're not doing. But then that's when you censor what type of information you allow the world to know about you and your family. Like, I don't understand why look, Jasmine, if you're not going to censor the information that goes on your channel, sis, you can't get mad at the people who use stuff and use it against you, because you give people fuel to ignite their fire. Yeah, you can't get mad at anybody. You do it to yourself. Because a lot of the things the people are saying, they're not really making it up. They may be adding a little twist to it, but since for the most part they're starting somewhere, you're giving them a baseline to build on. So obviously Jasmine's been doing a lot of lives, because she says she hasn't been motivated to do content. So obviously lives pay her just as well as a video will. And at the end of the day, that's her business. I noticed that I'm not even going to say that. I believe there might be a boot thing over there, because sis was using that mute button a whole lot. Normally she doesn't. She let you hear and see whatever's going on, but sis been using that mute button a lot. So I'm like, okay. And I noticed today in one of the lives she did, she referenced somebody as Bay. Bay is going to get something. She was trying to do something with the kids' TV. Okay, Jasmine, and that's great. But you know what? I'm pretty sure this man obviously knows you're a YouTube influencer, and I'm pretty sure he knows about what you've been going through with CPS coming to your house. But what I will say for the majority of men, yeah, they don't want to deal with all that BS unless they got a whole bunch going on in their lives, right? When that man want to come over there and Netflix and chill, since that's what he want to do, he want to chill. The last thing he wants to do is be interrupted by CPS knocking on. All right, you guys, my bad. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you guys, I'm back. I apologize. So, okay. So anyway, that's just my thought. I could be totally wrong. But this man probably, I don't know anything about him, obviously. But, Jasmine, she just she referenced today on the live she did today about other YouTubers and how she feel like other YouTubers, she don't really relate to them. Because I guess, they don't show you when they sitting on the toilet going to the bathroom. So I guess she can't relate. Maybe she feel like those YouTubers are not real because you not showing us that you pee out your body. Well, sis, if you don't know, today Jasmine went live and sis decided to bring the camera in the bathroom and sit it up wherever she sat it at and to let us know that she had to pee, right? And sis also wanted us to know that she had to wipe her vaginal area, her vagina, and she wanted to let us know that she wipes properly. So when I listen to Jasmine say that, I'm just starting to feel like Jasmine is the lovely peaches of YouTube. She's the lovely peaches of the mommy sector now. It's like, sis, I mean, at some point, she said kids don't have boundaries. I'm starting to feel like sis don't have any either. Because at some point, sis, you got to have some type of respect for yourself. You telling us that sis, you couldn't say, you couldn't put the phone on mute, put the phone down, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, and then pick the camera back up? I'm just like, sis, what are you doing over there? Like, why do we need to know that you're sitting on the toilet? Like, girl, you don't have no couth about yourself. None whatsoever. Since you can't find any, you can't go look in the closet for some couth. You can't go look in the garbage can, see maybe you dropped it in there. Maybe you left it in the freezer, in the refrigerator, since you can't find it anywhere. My God. I thought to myself, this is even beyond ridiculous. I'm thinking to myself, is this a prank? Sister, are you pranking us? You're pranking us, right? Are you really sitting on the toilet? Like, you don't have to show us, sis, that you piss and boo-boo out your tail to let us know that you're real. Yeah, we really don't really want to know that. Yeah, we don't. We don't want to know that. And I know some people say, well, you don't watch her channel. How the hell was I gonna know sis was gonna take an intermission, go sit on the toilet and finish talking to us? I didn't know that. Once I seen sis in the bathroom, I thought she was going to comb that hair that was all over her head. Yeah, I didn't know she was gonna sit down and take her a good piss real quick. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just thought to myself, and now you wonder why people think you are a joke, right? That's why. Because you won't censor anything. And I guarantee you, if you not show us that you go to the bathroom, I guarantee you everybody will still think you as real as you say you are. I guarantee you that. Since I bet you any type of money. If you don't show us when you go to the bathroom, sis, I guarantee. Well, Jasmine, if you really want to show us how real you are, sis, go on and show us, how you and Boo get down in the middle of the night. Since you so real, that girl, come on now. Like, my God, come on. Well, y'all, the dude may be random to us, but he might be a constant to her. She might have known him from back in the day. I don't know. But I will say this. You're okay with showing us all about your children. You're okay with letting us know when your kids have, behaviors. You're okay with showing us that. But the Boo thing, when he come around, now the phone on mute, You got the camera turned so you can't see him. You don't want us to see that, but we get to see the kids screaming and hollering. You going through what you going through, but boo thing, oh, he's off limits. I feel like if you be just as secretive with boo thing as what you would be with your kids, yeah, you probably wouldn't be getting no CPS calls, sis. I don't know, y'all. I don't think Jasmine, she just gives me real dude vibes. I'm sorry. I just, whoo, baby. Because a lady wouldn't do that. I'm going to let you know right now. When TMR go to the bathroom, I'm going to wait till before I go live. And if I got to go in the middle of live, I'm going to say, y'all, I'm going to holler at y'all later. I got to go take care of something. I ain't even going to tell you what I got to go take care of. I'm just going to let you know I got to go take care of something. And I'm going to see y'all later. Period. Now, I understand everybody don't do the same thing. I get that. But for the most part, most of the channels that I watch, I don't remember any of those women or even the men that I watch saying, y'all, let me go take a piss. I'm going to take y'all with me. Just hold on. Y'all don't, any, yeah, I don't, that's weird to me. But then when you watch Chrissy, which is her homegirl, Chrissy doesn't show you that. Chrissy doesn't show you her in the bathroom. She doesn't, when she's in the bathroom, sis just standing up talking. And if sis got to piss, she'll either go do it before she go on live or she'll end the live and then go to the bathroom. You know? Now, I understand Chrissy and Jasmine are not twins, but I would just think as that being your homegirl, you know, you would just kind of pick up some of the things that she does. And one of the things that Chrissy does not do is let you know that she about to piss on the toilet and let the whole world see it and hear it. And she don't do that. Let me see what she says. Does she do when she has, let me see, anybody want Jazz's neck bones for dinner with the little pubic hair? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, and I understand Jasmine is a basketball player, you know, but there's a lot of women who play basketball that still has, you know, their feminine ways about them. Jasmine just comes off real masculine. Like you would that's something a man would do. Not no whole woman that call herself dating a whole ninja. Girl, what does your man think about you sitting on the toilet on the live stream? My God. Mm-mm. No ma'am, no Pam. So y'all, you know, hopefully Jasmine get that together, but from the sounds of it, she's not. Jasmine's gonna keep doing what she wants to do, and maybe it'll ride her all the way to 100K. I don't know, but you know, to keep CPS from knocking on your door, is stop showing people things that they don't need to see. People don't need to see a lot of what goes on in your house, and it's not you being fake, baby. It's just you keeping your personal business as that personal. Period. I don't know how else to emphasize that. Now, granted, I'm nobody to Jasmine, right? But to say that you gave the CPS workers a list of reactors. So what? So sis, what was that supposed to mean? We were supposed to stop reacting because CPS on our case. Yeah, I wish CPS would send me an email and ask me, "Are you calling my Jazzy Life? Are you calling in?" I'd be like, "Who is my Jazzy Life? Prove it." Hey, Yanni. Yeah, but at the end of the day, y'all, I pray Jasmine gets it together. I do. Because do I feel like CPS needs to be knocking on that doors, girl, No, I feel like that would be a nuisance for anybody. The only people that deserve to have CPS knocking on the door is the ones who are truly neglecting and abusing their children. But y'all neglect can be any type of thing, right? It could be financial neglect, emotional neglect, physical neglect, whatever. So neglect could be a lot of things. I don't feel like CPS needs to be knocking on her door like that. I know she said she didn't want the people interviewing Amaya because Amaya lies. But at the end of the day, Amaya, if the woman asks Amaya a question, the only thing Amaya should do is just answer the question if she understands it. She's 4, right? So, I don't think Jasmine should take her kids off her channel. I don't think so. I just think when you do have them on there, just just give us mommy content. I don't if Jasmine wants to get on there and vid, okay. But just be careful about the things that you vent about. Just like you real careful about showing us this new boo thing. Just use those same steps when you're showcasing you and your children. That's all. Right, B. Kirk. I feel that way too. She know Mike gonna tell all her business. That's why she don't want the people interviewing her. Deshauna, Deshannon, yeah, she's reaching, but my thing is this: how can you narrow down a control a group of people when the control group is so large? Like it's thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching you, sis. How can you narrow it down to a handful of people? Obviously, because you don't like the reactors, right? But sis, it's not. It could be anybody. It could be a play. It could be anybody. Anybody. You know. It could be the people at your apartment complex. It could be the people at the apartment managers. Child, it could be anybody. Who knows? All right, y'all. We gonna get off Jasmine for a minute. And Chrissy did her live today, you guys. And Chrissy is, she said that she's about to, clean up her act. She's about to be about this bag. She's about to get to this money. She said she had a little moment in which we understand. Since we understand, we all have the moments, okay? And I understand listening to this, her husband's baby mama, the new baby mama, and then listen to her husband discuss her like that. Yeah, to me that is the ultimate betrayal, especially on his part. To be quite honest with you, they said they interviewed the baby mama for 2 hours. Steffi G, yeah, I'm curious what Steffi G had to say about Scrawl Mama Chrissy for 2 damn hours. Because at the end of the day, sis, the only thing you know about that woman is what DeMarcus told you and what you see on social media. That's it. So I don't know what she had to talk about for 2 damn hours. But anyway, you know, she had to react, and we get it and we understand. So hopefully Chrissy, one thing I will say about Chrissy, for the most part, when she does get on her channel, she handles herself appropriately. When she doesn't, it's warranted, right? So the behavior she displayed the other day, that was warranted. Because when Steffi G and the auntie was effing with her on Instagram or however they were reaching out to her, I get it. When the aunt threatened Chrissy, saying that she was gonna send CPS to her house, she was gonna get her kids taken, get her house taken. Yes, those are threats that you do not take idle. So I understand, right? But now what Chrissy needs to understand is, like, one thing she said also, that the new girlfriend, yes, she ain't gonna be new for too long. And y'all, if you really think about it, it could be possibly true. Because if you just think about his DeMarcus's pattern with the women, he don't be with them long, and he's exchanging them in for a whole new broad, right? So, Steffi, you might as well enjoy that ninja while you can, because since you might not be in that spot for too long. I don't know, you might be, but then again, you might not. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's what everybody should be doing as far as these mommies reactors. Is concentrating on the bag. That's really because like I said, y'all, it takes a lot to do what they're doing. I commend them for getting up here doing what they're doing, right? I do. It takes a lot. But in Jasmine's situation, it's a lot of what you do is self-inflicted, right? A lot of what you get, I'm gonna say that. A lot of what she gets or what she endures is self-inflicted. Since you do it to yourself. And I don't understand why you don't figure that, why you can't figure that out. Chrissy as well. But maybe now Chrissy is probably starting to see the error of her ways and do like what we all been trying to say. It says you got a money pit sitting right there in your hand. This whole big channel that you have, your main channel, your cooking channel, like the money is endless for you, girl. The opportunities is out the window. You just got to focus and realize. And focus means, you know, the time that you spend on the phone with Ming and Jasmine or whoever else you're talking to, since you might want to spend that time focusing on that bag to get you, like Chrissy said, one day she wants to be a millionaire. And one thing I say about anybody, ain't nothing wrong with dreaming, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And if that's what you aspire to do, then sis, get yourself together so you can get it. Because we do know there are a lot of YouTubers on here that have hit millionaire status. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, at the end of the day, she got her foot in the race. Like, sis got a good head start. You just got to keep looking forward and don't let them people behind you keep pulling you backwards, sis. Yeah, you can't do that. Because at the end of the day, if those kids can't depend on anybody, they most definitely should be able to depend on you. Period. And with you knowing that, DeMarcus, Steffi G, and all these other folks out here, the men, the baby daddies, and they women's, yes, sis, don't let them deter you from what you need to be doing. Don't let them do that. Because as you know, when the ball has hit the ground, there's nobody around to help you pick it up. And that should have showed you that when you had to move from Vegas to Texas by your mother sucking self. Right, Beatrice. She got to treat this channel like a business. Her and a lot of them, they have to treat it like a business. Now you can get personable with your audience because at the end of the day, you're a mommy. So women are going to relate to you because especially women who are mommies are going to relate to you because they get it. They understand you're a mommy with a lot of children. There's women that can relate to that as well. So people will be able to relate to you. But I just, as a black woman, I just really feel like Chrissy needs to represent more than the stereotypical persona that people have about black women. Like, don't represent that, sis. Elevate from that. Like, it's time to start elevating, right? That's what it's time to start doing. And Chrissy got all the potential. Like, she got all the potential because she appears to be smart. You know what I'm saying? She is very creative. She has a lot of potential. She just has to, Chrissy has to focus more on her and less on the men. And I really feel like that, that's what sidebars Chrissy, because she likes the company of a male, and sis gets a little sidetracked when she gets a new side piece in the building. Sis, stay focused. Stay focused. Like my daddy used to always tell me, it's a time and place for all that. Daily Rant, her channel was built on drama, and without that, I personally think it would fail. Hey, Kiki Corner. I don't think so. I mean, her channel was built somewhat on drama, but for the most part, people liked Shaw Mommy Chrissy's grocery hauls. They loved her cook with me's and clean with me's. Chrissy does have a way of engaging with her audience. She could talk about things without being redundant with her conversation. So she has a way of compelling people to click on her videos with them. What'd you call that when you clickbait with them clickbait titles? Sis know what she be doing, right? So she just got to focus all that negative energy into positive things. And like I told you guys the other day, and get those big name brand people to be emailing you, talking about they want you to represent and sponsor their product on your channel. Now she did say something today that meant a lot. Well, that meant a lot. Yes, when she said, those they don't really care about the drama that you got on your channel. They really care about how you can represent their product. And to a certain extent, that is true, right? But when you think about these really big, like Procter and Gamble, these really big Hershey, these really big name brand companies, yes, sis, they don't want their name attached to some mess. You just got to keep it 100. When you think about these big name companies, they don't want to be associated with the BS because they can have anybody promote their stuff. But when they see a pattern of some BS, yes, sis, they gonna bypass you up and go to the more controlled content creators. Hey, Erica. My brother works for P&G. She has to fix her attitude and rebrand her channel to even be looked at. What she's doing now is just sad and depressed. And you know what, y'all? We can say this because we're watching her content. And I know for me, I want these women to win. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I want them to win because I know it's possible for them to do it. And they're using their platform as the main source of income for them. And what will happen is when other women see what they're doing and how things are brightening up for them and being becoming available to them, will inspire other women out there to get there and do a YouTube channel. Because right, y'all, to be quite honest with you, right now with the way the world is, doing things on social media, selling clothes, products, YouTube channels, podcasts, it's kind of like the way of the world. It's gearing towards that. A lot of things are on social media, and you can make a lot of money on social media because it's cheaper for these companies to use a social media influencer to brand their product than it is paying for commercial time on a television station or on a cable network. It's much cheaper. And so that's why a lot of these companies come to YouTube because they can reach just as many people, if not more. Because if y'all really realize, a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. Y'all, they be glued to the YouTube. And these promoters, these companies, these brands, they know that. Right, Shannon. When you start a channel with drama, but in a sense, that is true. But a lot of times, people obviously will click on your channel because of the drama. But once they start getting to know you and your personality, they become a fan. So when people become a fan, they're gonna watch whatever you put up there. Period. When people become a fan, they're gonna watch because they like you and they like how you present the material to them. So if any of you guys are watching right now and you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I really would appreciate it. If you have not liked this live yet, please make sure you do that now. I would really appreciate that as well. You guys, at the end of the day, we are a community, right? We are a community, and we are a community of women, right? And at the end of the day, we watch these channels, and a lot of what we see, we're just like, oh wow, I can't believe that they're even saying or doing this on social media. But we know, y'all, people do the most on social media. We know that. And some of us are cool with it, and some of us like, I would never, and clutch our pearls. For most part, y'all, I'm pretty I'm very liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm conservative to a certain extent, right? And I understand, you gotta be a shining star when it comes to this YouTube thing. You have to do stuff that really pops out, right? But what I won't do, and if that's what I got to do to blow up on YouTube, then I will never blow up. The last thing I'm gonna do is sit on the toilet and bring all how many of y'all in here, all 500 of y'all in the bathroom with me. Y'all can't come in there with me. Y'all not gonna see that side of TMI. No, and I don't want to see y'all on the toilet either. Period. So at the end of the day, we just got, we got to figure out how to clean up this content, honey, because it's not looking real good right now. Because that right there today with Jasmine, I was like, woo, baby, girl, 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 girl. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. Mm-mm. And my thing is, once Jasmine meets a man that really is into her, and he's not going to want her doing all that, because at the end of the day, sis, you're repping, he's saying, this is my woman. This my woman, Jasmine. And oh, she got a YouTube channel. And he telling his friends and his family. And the last thing they need to do is go to, oh, she has a channel. Well, let's go over there and support her. And then when the new boo friends and family go over there, since they see you sitting on the toilet talking about you got to wipe your vagina, they're gonna be like, okay, what type of chick is this? Since you got to think ahead, okay? You can't think for the right now. Since you got to think ahead. Which say he probably don't watch or don't care to watch. Yes, I don't know. Cardi B was on the toilet now. Jazz, who next? But you know what, y'all? Cardi B, I haven't seen that. But if I would have seen it, I'd be like, Cardi, if you don't get your ass up off the toilet. But Cardi was also a stripper, and she let the whole world see her, her, her butt and her boobs. So, Jasmine's not a stripper, y'all. Philip is who she really wants. I don't know who Jasmine really wants. But at the end of the day, whoever she ends up with, hopefully they make that girl happy and bring her out of this slump that she in, because she definitely is in a slump right now. And Jasmine deserves to smile. I feel that, y'all. She deserves to be with a man that makes her smile, that makes her feel good about herself. You know what I'm saying? She deserves that. And I hopefully one day Jasmine will find that, But since you got to pull yourself out of this depressive state, like, you got to figure out, if your kids ain't the reason why you need to pull yourself up out of it, I don't know what other reason there would be. Because at the end of the day, you can't be a 100% mommy to them feeling zero to yourself. And y'all can say that from my experience. I've had many days where I was feeling really down about myself. Whatever was going on in my life, it was making me feel some type of way. And my kids would come to me needing and wanting things, and I just didn't really I didn't want to deal with my kids, because I was just feeling, I was sad, or I was upset, or I was worried. And excuse me, to turn them away was excuse me, y'all, to turn them away, my allergies is bothering me. To turn them away was like, to see their faces and stuff. Now, obviously, we can't always be smiles and giggles all the time, right? But I just try to keep myself motivated, positive for my children, because when I'm feeling good, obviously they're feeling good. When I'm feeling good, I can think clear. I can make money moves clear. But when I got my mind all clouded and all jacked up and I can't see straight because I'm upset about something, then I can't do anything. I can't make money moves. Y'all know how it is. When you get sad and depressed, you don't want to go to work. You just want to lay in the bed all day. Well, child, who is that helping? That's not helping anybody, especially, when it comes to YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have PTO. They don't have a 401k. Yeah, they don't have anything. So if you don't put up your content, yeah, because you don't get paid, So you got to keep yourself motivated and energized to do this YouTube thing if you're going to do it. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, YouTube is for people who are very energetic. If you're very sad and depressed, YouTube is not for you. It's just not. It's not for you. And we love you too, young Black Queen. Yeah, you guys, there's just a lot of stuff going on right now in social media. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world. It's stuff going on in your own homes, right? And I just hope and pray that anybody watching this video currently now or in the replay, I pray that peace and tranquility comes into your life, right? Because y'all, right now we going through the last and evil days. We're going through some very trying times. A lot of people have been, challenged a lot in these last few months, and they've been challenged with the job loss, or severe income loss, or the loss of their home, the loss of a loved one. Y'all, we have been really challenged in these last couple of months. So, you know, I just want everybody to be positive in a way to know that everything will eventually be okay. Because just like it rained, it definitely will shine again. And y'all, I thinks about that myself, because don't think that TMR got it coochie coo over here. Okay, yeah, I'm human. I go through things too, right? But I have learned over the years, by going through things, I've learned how to handle things. Yeah, I'm the type of person, I don't stress out when I get faced with a situation. Yeah, I learn how to slow down, figure it out, and go through it. Because one thing about life, you can't run away from your problems, baby. You have to stand your problems 10 toes down. You can't run away from your problems, because where you going to? Because when you leave and come back, them problems are still there, right? So you got to learn how to face your problems face forward, right? You can't face your problems backwards, because eventually you got to do what? Turn around and face them. Um, D said, I watched Chrissy when I was in college. She mostly was just discussing her pregnancies, etc. Yeah, and that's another thing, y'all. We as women, we're more than just a birthing machine. Just because Chrissy has 9 kids doesn't mean she can't ever have a life. But since you got to choose more wisely, that goes for any of us. Since if you watching this video or watching this live, if you are a woman who keeps going through these effed up relationships, since you got to turn around and analyze yourself. You can't think it. You know how people say all these ninjas out here ain't shit. They ain't shit. Sis, they may not be, but why do you keep attracting them? Like, why do you keep allowing these no good ninjas the time of day? Like, you have to analyze yourself, y'all. I had to learn that the hard way. You right? That's why I can stand on this platform and tell you the things without me being out very detailed about what I went through in my life. But trust and believe, y'all, it ain't always been perfect, right? I've lived and I've learned. Period. So that's why I'm able to tell my kids things. When I see them going away that I don't think they need to be going, I try to shift them on back. Now obviously I can't correct everything. They're gonna have to go through things just like I had to go through things. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you the tools to go through them. Yeah, if you want better, baby, you got to do better. If you want a better job, you got to do the things it takes to get a better job. If it means more schooling or whatever it means, you have to do what it takes. You can't just expect to wake up one morning and everything gonna be okay, baby. You got to work towards the things that you want in life, whatever it is. If you want to acquire home ownership, baby, you got to work towards that goal. Yeah, it just ain't gonna happen because you who you are, right? You got to work for everything you want in life. Some people do have the pleasure of getting things handed to them, you know, but a lot of people don't. And if you are one of those people who don't have the benefit of things just being handed to you because you just who you are, then you got to work for things in life. You most definitely can show your children, baby, live entirely too much. You know, she really does. But I understand why she's going live, because she's not putting out the content, so she still got to make her. And her house is in a disarray, y'all. Jasmine has to learn how to not show those kids or even herself. It's just if you're depressed, yeah, don't pick up the camera. And that's not being fake. That's called protecting your energy. Yeah, you got to learn how to protect your energy because nobody's going to protect it for you but you. So you got to be smart enough to do that, y'all. That go for anybody. You have to be the one to protect your own energy because as we know, these people out here that's in this earth don't give a buck, buck. I'm not saying the F word, y'all, because I'm trying not to cuss. These people out here in this world don't give a buck about you. But you most definitely got to protect your own energy, right? And I think that's what Jasmine does when she goes out here and she shows all her vulnerability. She's no longer protecting her energy, but she thinks she has to do that because she doesn't want to be fake. Yeah, baby, that's not being fake. That's called protecting your energy. Hey, Lady B. Okay, y'all. Hey, DJ. DJ. Okay, y'all. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Douglas. So y'all do me a favor. It's 236 likes. Y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all like this live a little more for me if you would, please. She said, don't bring your pressure up. Sure. Girl, I ain't got no high blood pressure. Uh, don't bring your pressure up. Life intervention. Yeah, I don't have all the advice in the world. I truly don't. But I can tell you, you know, how to go through some things, right? Because y'all, it has been a rough road raising kids. It truly has, and even in relationships, y'all, it's been rough for me in relationships. So that's why I can watch these women and just be like, wow, because I once was their age, so I get it, I understand. But I didn't have a social media channel, and me personally, I couldn't do what they do. Just get out here and broadcast my life like that. Maybe I could, but obviously, y'all, there will be things I would censor off of social media because there's other people involved in my life and I have to protect their privacy as well. And I really feel like these women, because their children are so little, they feel like that they don't have to do that because they feel like they're doing the kids a grave justice because they're vlogging their lives to bring income in the home, but you most definitely have to worry about those kids' privacy, especially for Chrissy, because she has older children that are going into middle school and eventually high school. So you got to protect their energy and as well. You can still be you, do you, and vlog you, but do understand there's other people involved in what you call doing you. So hopefully these girls will get it, soon enough. I pray for Jasmine. I really do, y'all. I pray for Jasmine gets it together. I pray she stops acting like everybody's against her, even if she is getting these nonsense. Y'all, I get crazy DM messages and crazy comments in my comment section. Y'all don't pay attention to them people. That's all they trying to do. They trying to upset you and get a rise off you. And Jasmine every time comes on her camera to show people that you have truly got up under her skin. Yeah, I'm just not gonna let people do me like that, because at the end of the day, these people out here in this world that's watching me, your negative comments about me has no relevance on my life. Yeah, it doesn't. I worry about the people that's in my life, my personal life, not my social media life. Like, if you don't like TMI, sis, what you want me to do about that? Only thing I can tell you is don't sub to what you don't love. Period. All right, y'all, I got to get on off of here. I need to run up here to the grocery store real quick. But I definitely appreciate you guys coming through and hollering at your girl. I most definitely will see y'all in the next video. Sis gonna try to do a video on this channel because y'all haven't done a video in a long time. But y'all know I'm busy during the week and during the day. I'm really busy, y'all. But I'm gonna try to get a video out here. In the next couple of days, y'all. But I most definitely will see y'all in the next live or video. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Thank y'all so much for coming by. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you, my mods, for holding it down for me. I don't know what I would do without y'all. Thank y'all so much. TMR loves y'all. Be safe, be peaceful, and have a great weekend. Bye, you guys.